So I have 9 days to finish a tote bag that I haven't even started yet. So here's the deal. I want to make this tote bag for my partner for Valentine's Day, and I had a lot of other projects that I had to finish up beforehand, and so that makes this the last project that I have to complete before Valentine's Day, the end of this week, start of next week. That means I have a total of 9 days to get this project done, start to finish. Knowing myself and my tendencies, I'm going to break this up into 3 parts so I actually get the bag done. Step 1 is going to be the front of the bag. Luckily for me, I picked out a graphic weeks ago for this project, so there's no need to hunt or search for ideas. I found this off of Pinterest. On the first 3 days, I'm going to tackle the front of the bag. The second 3 days, I'm going to dedicate for the back of the bag. No graphic on the back, it's just going to be plain, solid color. And then the third day, I'm going to be doing the finishing, so that's going to be adding the ribbing around the side of the bag so it can actually hold stuff, the strap, and lining it. Now that I have a plan in place, let's get started. Although this project is a gift, I wanted to take this as an opportunity to use up some spare yarn in my stash. So a couple weeks ago, I had my partner pick out the colors that they wanted. I needed a total of 4 colors, not including black for the eyes and other spare details. The colors she ended up picking up were, for the background, this green, and that's the brand. For the main part of the project, the geese, she picked out this color, white. I have so much white yarn and different shades of white in my stash, it's crazy. Who knew I needed this many different variations of the same color? But for the shadows, she picked out this color. It kind of looks the same on camera, but I promise it's like a slightly warmer white. The color says soft white on the back. I don't know if that will help. And then for the beak and feet, she picked out this orange. It looks really orange on camera, but it's a little bit more yellow in person. I want to try and keep everything as organized as possible, so I pulled up the pattern on my iPad. And as I complete each row, I'm going to cross off each box as I do each stitch. Hopefully this helps me stay on track and not get lost, and also keep track of when I'm going back the left way or back over the right way. Enough yapping. Let's actually get started. Okay, so it's been about like 10 minutes. I just want to show you what I've got so far. I only got like 3 rows done, but it's starting to look cute, so I'm very excited for how the finished product is going to turn out. Let me just show y'all. This is the front. I think this green is going to end up looking so good with these other colors, and I like the whites that she chose. It's definitely going to come out very nice. So 3 rows down, a whole bunch more to go. I'll check back in with y'all a little bit later once I'm about like halfway with the front panel. Alright, the sun is about to set, and I want to show the progress for day 1. So I didn't work on this for a majority of the day. I did go out for lunch a little bit earlier. So that was like 4-5 hours of which I didn't work on the project. So in total for today, we've spent maybe an hour or a little shy of an hour working on this project, probably like 35 minutes. I am about 6 rows in at the moment. Let me show y'all what I have. This is where we're at so far. I've got the feet and the bottom half of the first swan slash duck. It's hard to tell the color differences between the white and the cream on camera, but I promise in person it looks so much better. At the end of this video, I'll show it in the sunlight, and hopefully that'll give y'all a better sense of what it looks like. I could have finished so many more rows today, but here's what happened midway through. I was on row 3 of the tapestry when I realized that my numbers were off. So let me show y'all while I talk about it. When I got to this point here, I needed to add an additional stitch here and here, but I didn't have the space for it, so I went back and I counted all my stitches, and it's supposed to be 23 stitches across, and mine was 22. I don't know how that happened because I 100% checked. I did chain 24 at the beginning, but for whatever reason I had messed up, so I had to go back and start over. That only took about like 5-10 minutes off of the working time that I said I had spent on this, but that's why we're only 5 rows in. I'm going to stop working on the project for today because I want y'all to be able to like follow along with me, not necessarily in a tutorial sense, but I want to show y'all my progress after every couple hours. And I can't really show it to y'all once the sun goes down, and I'm racing the clock right now because the sun is currently setting. That's why it's so much darker now. So I think I'm going to continue this tomorrow. Only issue for tomorrow is I work in the morning at 10:30, and then after 10:30 I have to drop off a commission at 6:30. So realistically, I'm probably not going to be able to start the project until like 7:30ish tomorrow night. By then the sun is definitely going to be gone. It's going to be beyond set. But I will show y'all when I start the project so y'all know what time I'm starting it. And then I will show y'all where I leave off tomorrow so y'all can see how much I've got done. I want to finish the front panel tomorrow night and then start working on the back panel Wednesday morning. Yeah, so that's where we're gonna leave off today, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. So last time y'all saw me, it was Monday, February 5th. Today's date is now February 9th. So let me tell you what happened. This week I worked Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. After work, every single one of those days, I was absolutely tired. I was supposed to work on the project Wednesday morning and Thursday morning before I went to work. That simply just did not happen. I woke up super late. By the time I woke up, it was immediately time for me to leave for my job. So needless to say, I haven't touched the project since Monday. And the progress I showed you on Monday is all the progress I've currently made. That's okay. That is okay. All we're gonna do is switch up the plan. Luckily, this project isn't too complex, and I do still feel like I can finish it before my deadline. We're just gonna have to hustle a little bit. So our 3 days per each part has now been cut to like 1 day today to finish the front panel. Tomorrow, finish the back panel, and use the rest of my days to line it, sew the strap on, and do the sides. The only setback is that I do have to go to Walmart Lobby to get a nice fabric for the lining of this little bag. So tomorrow, which is Saturday, I'm gonna have to take a quick trip to the store to pick out a fabric that I like. Besides that though, we should still be able to finish before my deadline. Fingers crossed. I'm gonna get started working on this, and I'll show you my progress in a little bit. Here's a progress break. It's been about, I want to say 30 minutes, maybe an hour. Here's where we are. I'm almost done with the body of the first duck, and then as you can see, we have the feet of the second duck coming in. I think so far it's looking so stinking cute. Oh my gosh, it looks so cute. Obviously this bag's gonna be like a mini bag, but okay, I'll check back in a couple minutes. The time is currently 7:44. It's been about 20 to 24 minutes since I last showed y'all where I'm at. I just finished the first duck. Here is what we're looking at. It's coming out absolutely so cute. I finished off the eye and I think it just looks so goofy, but I think it looks goofy in a good way. So I'm moving on to the second duck. Let me show y'all. I'm almost halfway done with the graph. I just finished this row, that row right there. So I just have to do the standing duck next, and that'll be panel 1 done. At my current pace, I'm feeling very hopeful that I can finish this before 9 o'clock, which is great because I wasn't trying to have a super late night tonight, just because I have to work on the back panel tomorrow, which is going to be way less interesting because it's just going to be solid green. I'm making really fast progress on this, and if I can get that much done in 20 minutes, I'm 100% certain I can get this done before 9 o'clock. Might be famous last words, but we shall see. I'm about to take a quick little break to go get some boba, just because I'm tired. And I'll come back to this. So yeah. So remember when I said I thought I was going to finish this at 9 p.m.? Yeah, that didn't happen. So what had happened was I went and got boba, and then I spent 2 hours lounging around taking a break. Came back to it at around 10, late 10, early 11, and just finished right now. So I mean, still not that bad. Pretty much finished the whole thing in like a couple hours. Without further ado, I'm gonna show y'all the front panel. Voila! She's absolutely so cute. She came out exactly the way that I wanted it to. So for a tote bag, it's kind of tall. However, I think I'm still gonna commit to that idea of it just being a tote bag and having it just being a tall and skinny tote bag instead of a wide and short tote bag. But yeah, here's the front panel, and I'm calling that done for today. Tomorrow I'm gonna work on the back panel, and if I have some extra time, I'll start on the sides. I also might start on the back panel a little bit tonight, but I am really tired and I'm definitely ready to take another break. My wrists are killing me. So I just wanted to show y'all where we're leaving off for this day. Super cute. Very proud of our progress today. Gotta make up for the 3 days that I didn't do anything. But yeah, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Good morning. It's the next day. And today I'm gonna be working on the back panel. Just as a little refresh, this is where we left off yesterday. We finished the front panel, the 2 ducks. I think it's still just so super fucking cute. Now I have to work on the back. Yep, this is going to be the back of the bag. And then I have full faith that I can get this done a little bit quicker today. So if we have time, I will start working on the sides so that way it can all connect together as well. But yeah, let's get into it. Alright, so I just now finished the back panel for the bag. Could have finished this way earlier during the day, but just like the other day how I went out and then didn't come back home for like 4 to 5 hours, same thing happened today. So 4 episodes of Big Mouth later, here's the back panel. So we have our front and our back. Now it's just time to do the bottom, sides, and then the strap. I was looking at different types of tote bag straps and I haven't quite settled on one that I like the most yet. But so far I'm thinking shorter straps because the bag is so long. Like shoulder straps, kind of short, and then maybe 2 of them instead of just like the one that goes from side to side. I'm thinking 2. So a strap in the front and then a strap in the back. Yeah, I'm gonna workshop it and then I'll show y'all. So currently I'm working on the bottom part of the bag. And I've decided to use double crochets for the bottom of the bag versus half double crochets, which I've been using for the rest of it. I personally just feel like double crochets have a bit more stretch to them. And I think they look nicer when it comes to like the sides and the bottoms of the bag because they're a little bit more gappy. And I think it adds just like a little texture difference that really just gives the bag a whole completely different feel. Then instead of it being like one solid block of color and the same stitches over and over. I haven't decided how many rows I'm going to do on the bottom just yet, but I'm working on this first row and then I will show y'all. Here's the first row, half double crochet is done. It's this right here. Whenever the bag is done, this is going to be flipped inside out, so it'll be on the bottom of the bag. Kind of like that, and then of course it's going to be lined so I don't have to worry about anything falling out. But yeah, I think that looks really nice. I think I'm gonna do a second row just so the bottom of the bag is a bit wider so you can put a lot of things in it, and I'll get back to y'all when I finish it. So last night off camera, I finished off the sides of the bag. This is what we're looking at now, and there's the back. One small place where I made like a slight mistake is when I was attaching the sides to close it off. I didn't do it equally on both sides. So here, this is where I slip stitched it closed, and then I reattached the yarn on this side where the graphic is at. Versus on the other side, I reattached the yarn to make the sides on the back and then slip stitched it closed to the front. So there's like the seam in the front, and I kind of like it. It is a mistake, but it's such a small mistake that I don't think I'm gonna take it apart and then redo it. Last thing I have to do now is just these straps. The other day I took some measurements of my partner just to see how long to make the strap so that way the bag will sit closer to their waist. They're pretty short, so I shouldn't have to do too much. The plan for that is I make one strap here in the front and then another strap that goes around in the back, so that way when they hold the bag it'll be like that. You know? You get it? Alright. I'm gonna just do it and then I'll show you after. I just finished the straps. Ta-da! Two-strapped bag. Here's the whole thing. Now technically I could call this done and leave it like this and call it a day, but as all crocheters know, I have all these loose ends on the inside. I personally am not a fan of weaving in my ends, especially when I do a tote bag, just because it takes so incredibly long. So instead, what I'm gonna do is put a lining in. This is the fabric that I got. I got this from Walmart for the lining. It says it's 100% cotton, so it should be pretty sturdy and it'll feel soft on the inside. And I think it matches the overall like color scheme that I've got going on. Like, I feel like that's gonna be super, super cute. This is probably going to take me some time, so I'm going to do this off camera, but let me line the bag real quick and then I'll show you all the final product. I just finished sewing the lining. Ta-da! So the lining doesn't go all the way to the bottom of the bag, but I kind of like that. That way the bottom's not going to stretch out over time. So it's nice, well, and protected. Now let me show you the final product. Here she is in all her glory. I think it's so stinking cute. It's definitely a taller bag, but I think it works in its favor. The little ducks are absolutely adorable. Or geese. I still don't know what kind of bird it is. And then the lining, absolutely perfect. This is definitely a project success, and I hope my partner likes it, which I have no doubt that she's not going to. So, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!